Alright guys, so I am gonna go over what happened. Basically like what made me want to quit YouTube but what made me want to stay. So as I'm cooking, we'll just you guys are gonna be my therapy. So I'm making chicken patties. I don't eat salmon patties, I've never had them. So I'm gonna make some chicken patties, and in here I have an eggs, like a big old dollop of mayonnaise, some dried parsley, salt and pepper. It probably needs some more seasonings, but I don't know. And then I'm gonna add some shredded mozzarella cheese and then some chicken. I'm going off of Chicken Patties by Natasha's Kitchen, but really it's just a guide. I don't use or do what she says. I just need like a base. All right, so anyway, what happened was I got busy. I'm working 2 jobs. My husband works 2 jobs, and we're just busy. I don't know if I can make that taller or what. Let me see. Okay, that'll work. You see our buns right there. So I stay busy, and then I had ideas for all these recipes, but the price of stuff just went through the roof. Like, groceries are expensive, everything is expensive, and I was like, that's why I try to, you know, make do with what you have and all this other stuff, because I'm like, this is crazy. Another thing is my house is very, very small. As you can see, this is my stove, that's my refrigerator. Just right there, maybe a 1.5 feet behind the tripod, is the end of the kitchen. Our kitchen's so small, I was told it's called a galley. So, very, very small. Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm embarrassed of this place. It's, you know, but we're gonna be building now. Hold on, my nose itches. So let me grab a spoon. So I've been getting emails from YouTube stating that I don't have a large traffic flow, that not a lot of people are watching my channel, not a lot of people are visiting, you know, basically in essence saying you're not popular enough, so since you're not popular, we're gonna start taking stuff away from you. And I was like, well, you know what, I'm so busy right now with work, and we're gonna be building, but I have so many plans and so many dreams for this channel. Hello, cutie pie. Yes. Do you want to say hi to everyone? Say hi. Cat tax. All right. She wasn't happy. Joy wants to say hi too. Okay, hold on. Here's Joy. Joy. There she is. All right, let me wash her hands. All right, so I put a skillet on the stove. You can see it. Yeah, videographer. And then I put some oil in there, and I've got a plate, and I'm gonna put some panko crumbs and some Italian style breadcrumbs. Is that backwards? Why are you backwards? Oh well. I done forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, I was busy, but I had all these plans. So, you know, that email then I got an email from YouTube saying, you have hardly any traffic flow, that we're now taking features away from you. You can no longer use these features anymore. And it went and it listed a bunch of features and stuff, and I'm like, well, I don't know what this is. I don't know if I use it. And then, as my mom would say, the devil got to you. And I started thinking, you know what, maybe this is a sign that I need to just give up. I don't want to, I'm adding some salt, but maybe this is a sign. So I tried making the video 3 times. Every time I went to make the video, something happened. And I'm like, is that God telling me to stay? I mean, even if it's just one person, I'm like, yeah, that's worth it. But I'm like, is this God saying, hey, go ahead and stay? And then when I went to, I finally had to make the video after I saw that email. And then I uploaded it. And when I went to upload it, it didn't want to go through. So I'm like, well, I don't know. So it finally went through. It took hours. And then the following day, I was reading as you guys saw last night, I'm a member of Robbinsville United Methodist Church up on the Fort Hill. Are we West Fort Hill or East Fort Hill? I don't know. Anyway, yesterday's devotional, I didn't read it in the morning because I usually try to. I read it after I got home, and it said on the merry-go-round for Friday, October 10th. And thought for a day says, God is a refuge for my fast-paced life. And the prayer was like, dear God, when we feel out of control, remind us to put you at the center of our lives. Help us to focus on you, our refuge, always. Amen. And this was written by Fred, I guess, Reinhardt, Michigan, USA. Where's he at? He's right there. So I was like, that's kind of like a sign from God. Well, to me, I mean, I don't know. I am a believer, but and born-again Christian, a lot of people aren't, and that's okay. You are who you are. No judgment from me, because it's not my job to judge. But I thought, well, maybe God's like, just keep trying. You're not going to be perfect. You're not going to reach millions. But keep trying, because I'm going to be honest, I'm stressed out. I am stressed out. But you guys are like, it's like when I go to make a video, I just feel so calm, like, like I'm talking to my people here, my family, and because that's what y'all are. You're like family to me. You guys just make me happy. And then I think the name was Subjects. Lord, that's not sizzling yet. Oh well. And then Van Girl responded, and, it made me feel a little bit better, like, hey, somebody, they kind of understand, but they kind of would like me to stick around. I thought, well, wow, people do care. And it made me feel good. So I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna try and film some recipes when I can, but sometimes I may just bring you all along for the ride because I don't want to give up. And maybe we can figure this out together. Have some fun. Do I ever plan on being big? That'd be nice, but I don't think it'll happen. I'm not quitting my job or nothing. I do have a goal, and I was talking to my daughter about it. That is a long season. That's, my parsley was like, dried parsley was like a whole chunk. But I do have a goal that I would like to reach eventually, and I was telling my daughter about it. It was, I'm not monetized, and I thought, well, if I ever get monetized, one of my first things I want to do as a thank you was to hold like a lunch. Hold on, let me wash my hands. Let me try. All right, I'm back. So it was like to hold like a lunch. What are you doing, Joy? Quit, love. And I was going to ask my church if we could host it up there. And it was going to be like a free lunch for everyone. Like, I don't know. We could do a meet and greet, but I know probably nobody's near me. But it was going to be like a free lunch for anyone. And, you know, of course, we'd advertise it probably a good 3-4 weeks in advance. And just, you know, that was one of my goals, was like I wanted to provide like a good lunch one day. And I was going to hire someone locally. That way I'm supporting a business. I didn't know who I was going to hire. I know a lot of people like Chick-a-Lily fry bread. And then a lot of people just like hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff. And the fire department's right below us, and we could feed the fire department and have, you know, just really, it was going to be for anyone in the county, whether you live here, you're from here, you're not. And our goal was to do a free lunch. And then another goal that we had was, you know, we're a poor county here, and the school is always in need of stuff for staff and students. And my next goal was to buy stuff for the school and for students and staff. You know, just little pick-me-ups or backpacks or whatever and stuff. And then my eventual goal was, if I ever got big, which I'm not, but it's always good to have a goal, was I was going to go to a local thrift store one day, and as people come through, we were going to pay for their items. So I was going to do, we have a couple thrift stores in town. I was going to do the Church Mouse thrift store, and then I think the other one's called Hope for Families. I'm not for sure what it's called, but they help people who are, I think it's addiction recovery program. I'm not for sure what it is, but they do a lot. They help out. So, and if I stay small, I can still do those things, just in smaller ways. But yeah, I just want to let you all know what led me to trying to leave. I'm glad I didn't, because I didn't want to, you know, was those emails from YouTube. And then what led me to come back within, you know, not that long of time. But I know this, I probably jabbed on. I'll probably get some comments saying, "Do you ever shut up?" No, I don't. I even wake myself up at night talking in my sleep. True story. Alright, so I want to thank you all. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. And when I say I love you all, I mean it. Thank you.